Hello friends, good evening and welcome to HitBullsEye. My name is Manish Mittal, and in this video, we will discuss some important news that is your daily dose of current affairs. So, although it is advised and it is advisable that you read newspaper every day, but if in some case you could not do that, so this is an attempt to give you your daily mandatory dose of current affairs. So we pick up 5 most important news of the day that we think are really important from the exam point of view, and we present it to you in as short and crisp manner possible. And we do it every single day. So if you like this initiative, please subscribe to the channel so that you can watch these videos every day and you can get notifications for these videos. Let us see what all important has happened on 18th of December, that is today. First, today is celebrated as the International Migrants Day. So at the global level, migration is a big problem. Refugees is a big problem. So for that purpose, International Migrants Day is celebrated on 18th of December. We'll see which organization celebrates this day and why is it celebrated on 18th of December only. Secondly, Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi has been ranked as the world's 8th most admired man in 2021. So there's a particular publication that conducts this survey, and they publish 2 lists, one of women and one of men. So 20 men and 20 women who are most admired in the world. This list presents their names. So we'll see who all are on these lists, who is the topper of these lists, and how many more Indians are there on these lists. We'll see all that. In the third news, the central government has launched a PLI scheme, that is production linked incentive scheme for semiconductor manufacturing in India. Now, semiconductors are a really important part of the technology-laden world. So Government of India is promoting the manufacturing of semiconductor and other products through this scheme. So we'll see how this works. Number 4, the Global Entrepreneur of the Year award has been given away. We'll see who is the winner of this award. And finally, at the national level, this day is also observed as the National Minorities Rights Day. So let us see all these important news one by one. Firstly, at the global level, this day is celebrated as International Migrants Day, 18th of December every year. And it is celebrated by the United Nations through its agency, International Organization for Migration, IOM. So the International Organization for Migration, which is a specialized agency of UN, celebrates this particular day. And this year, the theme of this day is harnessing the potential of human mobility. Basically, there's a difference between migration and refugees. Migration is something that is a natural process. Somebody moves from one place to another, the person is a migrant. So if that migration is in pursuance of a positive purpose, for example, due to career or due to a wedding or due to education, so that migration is what we call, for a positive purpose. Negative migration could be because of climate change. It could be because of conflict. For example, people are migrating out of Afghanistan now. So migration can be both positive as well as negative ways. So why this day is celebrated or observed? So that the positive means of migration can be enhanced and the negative means can be addressed. And this year the theme is harnessing the potential of human mobility. So why is it celebrated on 18th of December? Because it was on this date in 1990 that the United Nations General Assembly adopted a resolution on the International Convention on Protection of Rights of all Migrant Workers and members of their families. So this international convention was adopted on this date in 1990, and that's why it is celebrated on 18th of December. If we talk about International Organization for Migration, it has its headquarters in Switzerland. It was founded in 1951 as a specialized agency of UN, and right now the Director General of IOM is Antonio Vitorino. These are some important facts you should know about International Organization for Migration. This is an organization that is not mostly news, so it's a bit rare to see such type of organizations, but Sometimes you get questions from this. In the second in news, Prime Minister Narendra Modi has been ranked as 8th on the list of world's top 20 most admired men. And this survey is carried out by data analytics company YouGov. It's an international survey. Lakhs of responses are recorded. And based on that, the most important men and women are chosen. So if Mr. Narendra Modi is at the 8th position, other than him, there are other Indian men who are on the list. That includes Master Blaster Sachin Tendulkar, Bollywood actors Shah Rukh Khan and Amitabh Bachchan, and cricketer Virat Kohli. So these are in total 5 men on the list, including Mr. Modi. And if we talk about women, among Indian women, 3 have been able to make their place in the top 20. One is Priyanka Chopra, a Bollywood actor. Again, Aishwarya Rai Bachchan, a Bollywood actor. Third is Sudha Murthy. And the toppers of both the lists, that is the 20 most admired men and the 20 most admired women. The toppers are coincidentally a couple. Barack Obama has topped the men's list and Michelle Obama has topped the women's list. And these are the president and first lady, former president and former first lady of United States of America. So these are the winners and the position holders that you should definitely have the knowledge of. In the third important news from economy point of view, I don't know how many of you are aware, but the entire world is right now reeling under the shortage of semiconductor chips. And that is the reason so many digital products, including smartphones, laptops, tablets, and even some cars which are based on high tech, they are suffering delays in production because there is shortage of semiconductors. So because of that, the Union Cabinet has now realized that the global supply chains got disrupted in the aftermath of COVID-19. So we could not import most of our semiconductors from the other countries. And now the cabinet has looked at it as an opportunity, and they are trying to promote in what we call Atmanirbhar Bharat. The cabinet is now trying to promote semiconductor manufacturing in India itself. And for that purpose, a 76,000 crore rupees production-linked incentive scheme has been approved by the cabinet for boosting semiconductor and display manufacturing in India. With this, the total amount under this scheme is well above 2 lakh crores now. So what is actually production-linked incentive? It simply means that if the domestic manufacturers produce that particular product over and above what they could, then for that production, they will be incentivized by the government. And this money is for that incentive. Its incentive can be in the form of reduced taxes. It can be in the form of infusion of capital. So if, for example, if there is a semiconductor manufacturer in India right now, and they are producing, say, 1 lakh semiconductors every day. But if the government says that, okay, you produce 1,10,000 semiconductors every day, and for your enhanced production, we will incentivize you, we'll pay you something. So that person will be incentivized. Now, why he isn't producing it in the first place? Because maybe there is no requisite demand for that. But the government sees it as an opportunity, and the government knows that maybe in the future, the demand will rise. And then that producer will automatically take on that wave, you can say. And then there will be no longer need for any incentive from the government. So these incentives will be for companies who are engaged in silicon semiconductor fabs, compound semiconductors, display fabs, sensor fabs, silicon photonics, semiconductor packaging and design, so that India can become a hub of semiconductor manufacturing. So the government of India is giving a lot of SOPs to the electronic sector because they want to make India the next global leader in electronics manufacturing, just like China was some time ago. So people used to buy so many electronic products from China, and now the situation is changing. And for this purpose, the government of India has also launched India Semiconductor Mission, ISM, so that long-term strategies for sustainable semiconductor and display ecosystem can be developed in India. So that is all you need to know about this. Now, why we are using sustainable production? Because semiconductors are infamous for using a lot of water for their production. And in India, there was a concern that India does not have surplus water for drinking, and it needs a lot of water for fresh water for manufacturing these semiconductor chips. So that is a concern. So it has to be sustainable. That is what the government is trying to achieve. In the fourth news, Global Entrepreneur of the Year award has been given away by TIE, that is the Indus Entrepreneurs, which is based out of Silicon Valley. And as you can see in the image, Mr. Kumar Mangalam Birla of the Birla Group, Aditya Birla Group, is the winner of the Global Entrepreneur of the Year award. So it is given by the Indus Entrepreneurs, also known as TIE. And Mr. Birla is the first Indian industrialist to receive the award for global entrepreneurship, along with leaders like Satya Nadella, Elon Musk, and Jeff Bezos. So he's the first Indian industrialist to win this award. And these awardees are selected by a jury, which is chaired by Tim Draper. So Tim Draper is a very famous venture capitalist, and he's the founder of Draper University. So he was the head of the jury that selected this particular award winner. So Mr. Kumar Mangalam Birla of the Aditya Birla Group, a very well-known name, is the winner of this year's Global Entrepreneur of the Year award. So this time is really important, the month of December. We have been discussing these pointers for the last in the last many videos as well, that Times Person of the Year award, or Times Sports Person of the Year award. Then in football, we have seen Ballon d'Or prize. So the Person of the Year, these type of awards, Entrepreneur of the Year, Sportsman of the Year, these are really important from exam point of view. And December is the month, because the year is coming to a close, when these awards are given away. So I would suggest, if you haven't seen the previous videos, do go and check those out. There is a lot of information that is relevant for your exam point of view. And finally, at the national level, we celebrate 18th of December as the National Minorities Rights Day 2021. It was established on this date in 1992, again by the United Nations. On this date, the United Nations adopted the Statement on Individuals' Rights Belonging to Religious or Linguistic, National or Ethnic Minorities. So Indian Constitution also recognizes two types of minorities: religious minorities and linguistic minorities. That means if you belong to a religion, or if you follow a religion which is less than 50% followers in this country, or secondly, if you speak a language that has less than 50% speakers in this country, then you belong either to a linguistic or religious minority. And the purpose of protecting these minorities is with the National Commission for Minorities, which is a statutory body. So there is a criticism that why constitutional status has not been given to this body, but we should not get into that. It's simply a statutory body, and it was established by the Union government under the National Commission for Minorities Act of 1992. And it was passed in 1992 because the United Nations adopted this particular convention, right? So we have so many minorities in India. For example, other than Hindus, almost every other religion is a minority in India, because as per 2011 census, Hindus constitute around 84% of Indian population. And other than that, you have Muslims, Christians, Sikhs, Parsis, Jains, Buddhists, etc. All of these are religious minorities. And if we talk about linguistic minorities, there are a lot many other languages which people speak, and they come under the protection of linguistic minorities. What is special about these minorities? They are given so many special rights. They can open their own educational institutions. They can have their own medium of instruction. They have constitutional protection from various other laws and provisions. So being a pluralistic democracy, India supports and India endorses minority rights. And that's why this day is also celebrated as the National Minority Rights Day. Right. So these are the 5 important news that we think you should know. If you found the video useful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends so that they can also take benefit of this knowledge. That is it. My name is Manish Mittal, and this was a session from HitBullsEye. If you want more such content, if you want some free content also, click on the link in the description below or go to the gk.hitbullseye.com website, where you can find a lot of similar material that can be really helpful in preparation of your exams. Thank you so much and take care.